Hey, hello, your second trial full of Gorlek, few minutes riffing on IT and IT security. Today looking at updating classic controls for the modern age. We're in the cloud and everything's virtual and all the fun stuff. You know, you get with any old timer, right? Any classic IT security guy, any one of us graybeards or silverbacks, and the first thing that's going to happen is they're going to like have the chest bumping, right? What was your first computer? When did you get into this? Do you remember 56K modems? I was doing 28.8. Really? No. But when I was doing it, it was telegraph. You know what I mean? You compare notes. Remember the first time you were doing encryption? Oh, sure I do. I was using GPGs and rolling my own key. Oh, you remember key parties? Sure we do. Now, of course, a lot's changed. And so the tip to you is when you are applying control frameworks, you have to take the controls as they were written, but interpret them for the modern age. I'll give you two examples. One is media controls. If you look at traditional media controls, they're written around removable backup drives, right? You're physically transporting backup tapes. I've got a guy I know pretty well, a good friend of mine, and he tells the story about, for a while, his security company had a UPS outfit and stickers for the trucks, and they would come by and pick up backup tapes, Iron Mountain style, right? Crazy stuff. So these media controls are still very valid. Do you have safe disposition? Do you safely delete stuff when you no longer need it? Do you have media controls? Do you have data governance? There's still very valid controls, but they're written for disposable media. They're written for removable media, and in this day and age in the cloud, you have to reinterpret them as such, right? Because it's virtual disks, it's virtual backups, it's virtual tape libraries. But the same controls still apply. You still need to make sure that you're doing good onboarding, managing, offboarding, and disposition. Another thing is encryption, right? So without show, maintain your encryption keys. Good control, really good control. And originally when that was out, hey, if you just were doing basic key management, you're okay, because not many people are encrypting, and therefore just the fact that you are encrypting puts you ahead of the pack. Nowadays, in multi-tenancy environments, nowadays when the criminals are aware of encryption keys and are looking for them, nowadays we have to up that control a little bit. So even though the control itself may be, do you have good key management that realistically protects you from existing and emerging threats, we need to up it a little bit and make sure that we've got things like separate keys for the customers, right? One key per tenant. Maybe the customers are able to maintain their own keys. Maybe there's rotation on the customer side and on our hosted side. Point is this: with respect to a lot of these control frameworks, they have their roots early aughts, sometimes older, and we need to realize the spirit of what they're asking and reinterpret it, even though the underlying technology has changed dramatically from when they were first rolled out. That's my thought. Do you have a good example of a control that needs a little bit dusting off and a little bit modernization? Comments, social media, hit me up, and have a good weekend.